Picture this. You're cozied up by your fireplace on a winter evening, and the next morning, you're staring at a pile of ash, wondering what to do with it. Before you toss that waste into the trash, let me share a secret that seasoned gardeners have known for generations. That gray powder sitting in your fireplace is actually garden gold, waiting to transform your acidic soil into a thriving plant paradise. Wood ash from your fireplace isn't just the remnant of last night's cozy fire. It's a concentrated treasure trove of plant nutrients that can revolutionize your garden's health. When you burn untreated hardwoods like oak, maple, or hickory, you're left with ash that contains impressive levels of calcium carbonate, potassium, phosphorus, and trace minerals that plants absolutely crave. Think of wood ash as nature's own slow-release fertilizer, packaged in the most sustainable way possible. The magic happens at the molecular level. Wood ash contains between 25 and 45% calcium carbonate, the same active ingredient found in agricultural lime. This means every handful of ash you collect has the power to neutralize soil acidity while simultaneously feeding your plants. Unlike synthetic fertilizers that provide a quick nutrient burst followed by a crash, wood ash works gradually, releasing its benefits over months as it integrates with your soil ecosystem. Your soil's pH level tells a story about what's happening beneath the surface, and most gardeners don't realize they're missing crucial chapters. Acidic soils, typically measuring below 6.0 on the pH scale, create an environment where essential nutrients become locked away from plant roots no matter how much fertilizer you apply. It's like having a pantry full of food but keeping the door locked. Your plants can sense the nutrients are there, but they simply can't access them. When soil becomes too acidic, aluminum and manganese become more soluble and can actually become toxic to plants, while beneficial bacteria that help break down organic matter struggle to survive. This creates a cascade effect where your garden becomes less productive year after year, despite your best efforts. Wood ash steps in as the great equalizer, gradually shifting your soil's chemistry back toward the sweet spot where most vegetables and flowers thrive. That magical pH range between 6.0 and 7.0. Applying wood ash isn't about dumping and hoping for the best. It requires the finesse of a master gardener who understands that more isn't always better. The golden rule is moderation. Never apply more than 1 cup of wood ash per 10 square feet of garden space in a single season. This seemingly small amount packs tremendous punch, and overdoing it can swing your soil too far in the alkaline direction, creating new problems. Start by conducting a soil test to understand your current pH levels and nutrient profile. This baseline gives you the roadmap for how much ash your specific soil needs. Scatter the ash evenly across your beds on a calm day to prevent it from blowing away, then work it gently into the top 2 to 3 inches of soil using a cultivator or rake. The key is integration. You want the ash to mingle with your existing soil rather than sitting as a distinct layer on top. Timing matters tremendously in this process. You want to apply wood ash in late fall or early spring, when the soil isn't frozen but plants aren't actively growing. This gives the ash several months to integrate and start its pH adjusting work before your plants need those optimal growing conditions. And never apply ash just before planting because that initial alkaline spike can really shock those tender seedlings. Not all plants will thank you for wood ash additions, and understanding these preferences can make the difference between garden success and disappointment. Vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and members of the brassica family, including cabbage, broccoli, and kale, absolutely thrive in the slightly alkaline conditions that wood ash creates. These plants have evolved to extract nutrients more efficiently in neutral to slightly alkaline soils, making them perfect partners for your ash amendment program. However, acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, rhododendrons, and conifers view wood ash as their enemy. These plants have adapted to thrive in acidic conditions, and adding ash around them is like forcing a fish to live on land. So it's really important to create separate zones in your garden, keeping your ash applications away from these acid lovers, while concentrating your efforts on the vegetables and flowers that will reward you with vigorous growth and increased yields. The source of your wood ash matters more than you might realize, and honestly, this is where many gardeners make critical mistakes. Only use ash from untreated, unpainted, and unstained wood. Treated lumber, painted wood, or manufactured wood products contain chemicals and heavy metals that can contaminate your soil and harm both plants and beneficial soil organisms. When in doubt, don't use it. The risk to your garden's long-term health just isn't worth the short-term convenience. Store your wood ash in a metal container with a tight-fitting lid, keeping it completely dry until you're ready to use it. Wet ash becomes caustic and can burn plant roots, while also losing much of its nutrient value. Never mix wood ash with nitrogen-rich fertilizers or fresh manure, as this combination can create ammonia gas that damages plants and wastes valuable nutrients. Remember to subscribe to the Smart Garden channel for more game-changing gardening tips that will transform your growing space, and share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to turn their fireplace waste into garden treasure. Your plants, and your wallet, will thank you for discovering this age-old secret to soil success.